Well, if you thought we were coming out of the weekend looking to play it safe, maybe min cash a tournament or two, you're in the wrong place. Hey, welcome to the perfect lineup where Josh Engleman and myself each day look to build a beautiful lineup, take down a tournament. It's coming. It ain't easy in these streets. We know it, but we do everything we can to give you the best data, information, and analysis every day. 2 pitchers, 1 stack. Let the single lineup sims do the rest of the work. And of course, if you want to get yourself a free week of MLB sims, all you got to do, leave a comment down below. Let us know who you think is going to be the top scoring stack today. Lots of good options. If you get it and you're the only one, there will be no wheel spin. You've just got the week. Otherwise, you still have an excellent chance of getting it in the event that you're right. Aside from that, if you enjoy this content, you want to help support us, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do, and let's get into it. All right, so let's kick it off at SP1 where we stay a little bit safer. Then we're about to get weird. It's no fault of my own. You'll see in a moment. Tonight's slate, chock full of quality high-end pitching. That's pretty evident. If you just open up DraftKings, you'll see it for yourself. You have Christopher Sanchez, who's been purely dominant, going up against the White Sox, who in their defense have actually been much better against lefties this year than anyone would have expected, but still, he's great. Framber Valdez against a Nationals team that, when you look at that lineup, no surprise, they're much worse against lefties than they are against righties. You have Spencer Strider, Jacob Mizorowski against the Cubs, but I'm going to go Jacob deGrom as our SP1. Yeah, it may seem like the vanilla answer here. I get all that. I understand he wasn't great when he faced the Angels earlier this month, and this park isn't great for pitchers either, but we're still talking about a true ace in deGrom. 27% K rate, 5% walk rate, and yeah, he's given up some homers, particularly in recent starts, but they're typically solo shots, and you can live with anything like that. What you don't want is a guy getting into a ton of trouble, loading the bases on hit batsmen and batters and walks, and then giving up home runs and not being able to get out of innings. deGrom doesn't do that. And at the end of the day, he still has the highest top 2 pitcher probability of every pitcher going on tonight's slate within the Stokastic top pitchers tool. And despite the park, the Angels still have a sub-4 team total in LA, in Anaheim. One other thing, deGrom this year has allowed way less power to right-handed bats, and the Angels' power disproportionately comes from the right side of the plate. So that's another feather in the cap for deGrom. Let's plug him in as our SP1.
And here we are, folks, with just 2 people from Friday that were able to take the Oakland A's when they absolutely wrecked the slate. So now we're going to just find out if one of those 2 people, and someone will, win a week of MLB DFS sims thanks to this wheel spin, and that person is going to be Greg Ball 4563. If this is you, take a screenshot of this video, email support@stokastic.com, and claim your free week.
Let me ask you guys a question. How willing are you to get weird at SP2 today? Now, if your answer is not at all, feel free to play it safe by paying up for 2 pitchers. It'll be difficult, but you can make it work. Or maybe using a highly uninspiring $8,200 Mitch Keller in San Francisco, or a Andre Palante against Miami. Have at it. I get it, right? If your answer is, hey, Lafayette, let's get weird tonight, then join me in playing Chase Burns against the Dodgers at Great American Ballpark on a warm night. I get it. It's terrifying. A rookie pitcher against one of the league's preeminent offenses in a hitter-friendly park. All of that sucks. Totally get it. But Burns also has a 35% strikeout rate and is $7,500. Now, on the surface, you're like, yeah, but why would you even bother doing this? I get it. Even when you see that the Stokastic Sims tools are giving us a good amount of Burns as our most exposed mid-range pitcher, you still are going to have some reservations there. There's a couple of things, though. Number one, and yes, there's plenty of ways this could go wrong, but we have several outs too where we could get rewarded. First, Burns is pulling only 9% ownership. In my opinion, given his legitimately elite strikeout stuff, that's too low. Second, and this might be more important than everything else, the mid-tier and the low tier of pitching, despite the size of this slate, is absolutely gross today. It's bad. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'll roll the dice on a guy with like generational strikeout stuff knowing that he's also been able to throw 90 plus pitches in each of his last 3 starts.
I really did think that we were going to go to my Atlanta Braves today as the stack, but I think we have to go a slightly different direction. And honestly, every single item that I looked at for this team, other than the salaries of some of the players, looks amazing. And that's why we're going to the Seattle Mariners for today. Let's start at the top. We're in the top stacks tool, second in top stack, 14th in value, and that is going to be the tricky part here because some of these guys are very, very expensive. They are 4th, though, in stack score, 5th in ownership. This is one of the better teams that you can get to, and it starts with the matchup. JP Sears, 214 x ISO this season to right-handed hitters. That is a massive number and a sub 9% swinging strike rate. He's just not missing bats and they are blasting him. Now he is giving up power to lefties as well. 195 x ISO, but just a 305 x WOBA, which basically shows me something very simple. You're either going to hit a home run off a JP Sears or you're probably not getting on base if you're a lefty. That's okay. We're looking for home runs. So then when we start to think about the bats that we can get to, we have some righties that look really good. That's where we're going to get the power and the lack of success out of Sears. But you're going to pay for it in some of these spots. 5,300 for Julio Rodriguez, 5K for Arozarena. You've got Mitch Garver sitting here if you want him at 3,400 potentially, but that might block you out. Dylan Moore, if you want a second baseman, cheap enough. You've got 2 lefties if you want to go to like Crawford or Naylor and check off shortstop or first base. And then you have the obvious thing, which you would want to be doing, which is spending $6,300 on the catcher you should take in Cal Raleigh. Now, all of this is fine. We're going to be able to find 5 bats from Seattle. But it's not even just about today's matchup. They've been exceptional all year. They are the #1 team in the league in WRC plus on the road. Very much helps them to get out of Seattle. They're 5th in ISO on the road. They're also 8th against left-handed pitchers in WRC plus. They're 9th in ISO against lefties. And the park, 114 park factor for home runs. That is the 8th highest park factor in baseball. Everything is on our side, but we got to make it work with the money that we have. So now we need to build this lineup in the single lineup simulator at Stokastic.com. DeGrom in, Burns in. This is what I landed on for Seattle bats. We're going Cal Raleigh because we have to. We're going Josh Naylor. We're going Dylan Moore. Do I love those 2 plays? Not especially, but it's the only way to make this work. And then we are paying up for both outfield spots. Julio Rodriguez and Randy Arozarena. We are looking to buy some home runs, but that only allows us $2,500 per person to finish off third, short, and outfield. And we're going to click complete this lineup to find out who we get. Now, I didn't expect to see the best stuff here given the salary we have remaining, but we did get a 2-man Texas stack in Josh Smith and Jock Peterson and a one-off Paul DeJong at short. So now we're going to click run lineup simulation to find out how good does this lineup actually look. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous with this one, but I shouldn't have been. 61% sim ROI, 0.3% chance at the win, 2.1% of the top 10, and a 34% cash rate. You can move it around if you need to. Maybe you want to free up a little bit of extra salary and only go to 4 Seattle Mariners, or maybe you have a completely different team. Let us know in the comments section. But if you do, you're probably not going to end up with the perfect lineup.